There lived a young man named Siddhartha. He was known for his sharp intellect and insatiable curiosity, traits that often led him to question the world around him. Siddhartha was content with his life, surrounded by the simple pleasures of the village, until one fateful day when a chance encounter changed the course of his existence forever. One cool morning, as Siddhartha was wandering along the riverbanks, he saw a group of elderly monks dressed in saffron robes. They were making their way to a nearby temple, their faces glowing with an inner peace that he had never seen before. Siddhartha approached them with a deep sense of curiosity. "Good monks," he greeted them with a respectful bow. "I am Siddhartha, a humble villager. I have seen the serenity in your faces, and I wish to know the secret behind it." The oldest monk, with wise eyes that seemed to hold the secrets of the universe, smiled kindly at Siddhartha. "Greetings, young one," he replied. "The peace you seek can be found within yourself, through discipline of the mind and the practice of meditation. Would you like to learn the ways of our order?" Siddhartha's heart leaped with excitement, for he had always felt a longing for something deeper, something beyond the ordinary. He agreed to join the monks and embarked on a journey of self-discovery that would change the course of his life. The first lesson Siddhartha learned was the importance of discipline. The monks rose before dawn, and their days were filled with rigorous practices of meditation, mindfulness, and self-reflection. Siddhartha struggled at first, for his mind was a chaotic sea of thoughts, but he was determined to tame it. As weeks turned into months, Siddhartha's mind began to settle. The constant chatter and distractions faded, and he experienced moments of profound stillness during meditation. The more he disciplined his mind, the deeper his understanding of the world grew. He realized that true wisdom came from within, and that the external world was but a reflection of the mind state. One day, as Siddhartha sat under a Bodhi tree, he had a profound realization. He understood that suffering was an inherent part of life, but it was the mind's reaction to suffering that determined one's happiness or misery. He saw that attachment to desires and aversion to pain were the root causes of suffering. With this insight, Siddhartha felt a sense of liberation like never before. Siddhartha's journey of self-discovery continued, and he shared his newfound wisdom with his fellow monks. They too found solace in the teachings and discipline of the mind. News of Siddhartha's wisdom spread far and wide, and people from distant lands began to visit the temple to seek his guidance. One such visitor was a wealthy merchant named Ananda. He had heard of Siddhartha's wisdom and came to the temple in search of answers to the troubles that plagued his heart. Ananda was a man of great material wealth, but he was tormented by constant worries and anxieties. He approached Siddhartha with humility. "Venerable Siddhartha," Ananda said, "I have all the riches in the world, but my mind is in turmoil. I am haunted by worries about the future, and I can find no peace. Please teach me the ways of discipline and inner peace." Siddhartha saw the sincerity in Ananda's eyes and agreed to be his guide. He began by teaching Ananda the art of mindfulness. Together, they practiced observing the thoughts and emotions that arose in the mind without judgment. Ananda soon realized that the source of his suffering lay in his attachment to his wealth and his fear of losing it. As he delved deeper into his own mind, Ananda discovered that the true happiness did not come from external possessions, but from inner contentment. He began to simplify his life, giving away his excess wealth to those in need. With each act of generosity, he felt his heart grow lighter and the burdens of worry and anxiety lifted. Ananda's transformation was profound, and he became a devoted student of Siddhartha. He too eventually joined the order of monks, dedicating his life to the pursuit of wisdom and inner peace. The two friends, Siddhartha and Ananda, continued to teach and inspire those who sought their guidance. Word of their teachings spread far and wide, and many people from different walks of life came to learn the ways of discipline and mindfulness. Among them was a young woman named Maya, who had suffered a great loss in her life. Maya had lost her beloved husband and was overcome with grief. She sought solace from Siddhartha and Ananda, hoping to find a way to ease her pain. The monks welcomed her with compassion and began to teach her the practice of loving-kindness meditation. Maya learned to cultivate feelings of love and compassion, not only for herself, but also for all living beings. As she immersed herself in this practice, Maya's heart gradually healed. She realized that the bonds of love could never be broken, even by death. Her grief transformed into a deep sense of connection with all of humanity. She too chose to stay with the monks, dedicating her life to spreading love and compassion to all who crossed her path. Years passed, and the temple where Siddhartha, Ananda, and Maya lived became a sanctuary of peace and wisdom. People came from far and wide to learn from them, and the village where Siddhartha had once lived flourished as a center of spiritual learning. One day, as Siddhartha sat by the river, reflecting on the journey that had brought him to this point, he saw a young boy playing by the water. The boy's face was filled with innocence and joy as he skipped stones across the surface of the river. Siddhartha realized that the wisdom he had gained was not meant to be confined within the walls of the temple, but should be shared with all, including the next generation. He decided to leave the temple and embark on a new journey, one that would take him to villages and towns far and wide. Siddhartha, Ananda, and Maya bid farewell to their fellow monks, knowing that their teachings would continue to inspire and guide those who remained. They ventured out into the world, carrying with them the message of discipline, mindfulness, and love. As they traveled, they encountered people from all walks of life. They met farmers toiling in the fields, merchants conducting business, and children playing in the streets. Siddhartha, Ananda, and Maya shared their teachings, showing others the path to inner peace and happiness. One day, as they reached a bustling city, they encountered a group of young troublemakers who mocked their teachings and ridiculed their way of life. Siddhartha remained calm and composed, responding with kindness and compassion to their insults. His patience and wisdom eventually touched the hearts of even the most skeptical among them. One by one, the troublemakers began to question their own lives and the choices they had made. Some chose to join Siddhartha, Ananda, and Maya on their journey, seeking a more meaningful existence. Word of their transformative impact on the city spread quickly, and soon people from all walks of life flocked to hear their teachings. The city, once known for its chaos and strife, began to transform into a place of peace and harmony. As Siddhartha, Ananda, and Maya continued their journey, they encountered countless individuals who had been touched by their wisdom. Each person they met was like a stone cast into the river of life, creating ripples of positive change that spread far and wide. One evening, as they rested under the starlit sky, Siddhartha spoke to his companions. "Our journey has been long and fruitful," he said, "but our work is not yet done. We have shared the teachings of discipline, mindfulness, and love with many, but there are countless more who can benefit from these timeless principles." Ananda and Maya nodded in agreement, for they shared Siddhartha's deep sense of purpose. They continued their journey, carrying the torch of wisdom and inner peace to every corner of the land. Years turned into decades, and the three companions grew old. Their faces were etched with wrinkles, but their eyes still shone with the light of inner wisdom. They had touched the lives of countless individuals, and their teachings had become a beacon of hope and inspiration for generations to come. One day, as Siddhartha, Ananda, and Maya sat together, watching the sun dip below the horizon, Siddhartha spoke softly. "My dear friends, the time has come for me to leave this world and embark on a new journey, one that transcends the boundaries of life and death. My physical form may fade, but the teachings of discipline, mindfulness, and love will endure." Siddhartha closed his eyes and entered a deep state of meditation. His companions watched in awe as a radiant light surrounded him. With a serene smile, Siddhartha took his last breath and departed from his earthly form. Ananda and Maya felt a deep sense of loss, but also a profound gratitude for the years they had spent with their beloved teacher. They continued to carry his teachings forward, sharing the wisdom of discipline, mindfulness, and love with all who sought it. And so, the story of Siddhartha, Ananda, and Maya became a legend, a testament to the power of discipline and the transformation of the human mind. Their journey had started with a young man's curiosity, but it had led to the enlightenment of countless souls. The village where Siddhartha had once lived, the city that had transformed into a place of peace, and the hearts of all who had been touched by their teachings bore witness to the profound impact of one man's quest for inner peace. The moral of this Buddhist story is clear. Discipline your mind, for it holds the key to unlocking the treasure of inner peace and happiness. Just as Siddhartha, Ananda, and Maya discovered, the journey begins with a single step, a willingness to look within, and the determination to cultivate a mind free from attachments and aversions. May their story inspire you to embark on your own journey of self-discovery, and may you find the wisdom, peace, and love that lie within your own heart.